welcome to What's New with Wix 2026. Here we're checking in the new year on how it is that we're going to build your AI money tree using the tools readily available online. Now, I know from watching this, if you're catching this for the first time, you don't know the concept of the AI money tree, but plain and simple, I believe everybody should have a website, and your website is the trunk of your tree. And we needed to go in and capture sessions and sales. And this is the foundation of how it is that a lot of you people are going to start making your passive income here in 2026, besides making awesome content to help other people grow. Now, one of the things that I'm basing this all off on is Grant Cardone's 90-day challenge of being dropped off in the middle of nowhere and get a business to $1 million plus or something ridiculous like that. And we're going to try that today. We're going to start 2026 and see how long is it going to take us to break the next 10x. And we're here with site sessions of 2,000 and total sales of 1,000. Now, we have AI in our hands. You don't have to be super tech savvy. That's why I like Wix. That's why I like giving Wix to business owners, because it has everything that they need. And we're going to start with what is known as Dudley's Beauty College. And Dudley Beauty College has cosmetology and nail tech programs, plus they have products. So you have, using this business model, high ticket items and low ticket items, which is great for breaking through sales. So all we have to do is be the marketing arm in order to get people enrolled and grow this program, and be the marketing arm in order to get people their classes. So right now we have classes in here. There's nothing to book right now. We have our products, which we're going to go and we're going to update with AI in order to get some modern looking products in here. And I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do all that, all the buttons we're going to click, plus we're going to review what Wix has in store in order to help us. Again, please leave as many comments as you can in the description about what it is that we're doing here today, and I hope to get back to as many of them as possible. I do have a free school community if you want to jump in there, that'll show you to catch up so you can see where we're at. But essentially, let's jump into the back end of Wix, which is right here where we started our recording. And this is what it looks like once we land inside the back end of Wix. And on the left-hand side on this bar, this is where all the menus and things are happening. And what we're going to do today is we're going to tap into the class schedule, all right? Because we're going to start doing CE classes, and these are her middle tier products. These are going to be 150, 125, she says there. Starting at 12 p.m. for the Sunday classes and 10 a.m. for the Monday classes. And we have 25, 26, 8th, 9th, 8th, 9th, 12th, and 13th. All right. And we're going to come in here and jump back into Wix, and we're going to go into our catalog and go into booking services. Now, we could do programs and online programs and things like that, but we've used this before, so we have classes right here. You can see Trichology. We're going to edit this, and we're going to move it to the new date, and learn how to care for how scalp users, mark participant. We're going to change the price to $125. It's the fixed round. You have to pay the entire thing online. It's going to be at the Rhode Island class. And we're going to come in here and we're going to add sessions. So we're going to save and continue. And we're going to look at the schedule again. And we're looking at here for Trichology is January 25th, March 9th, and April 13th. So I'm going to move that over here on my other screen and see if I can get you over here back on my main screen. Perfect. All right, so Trichology, staff, night class B. All right. going to come in here to January 25th for the Sunday classes, which are going to start at 12 p.m. And we're going to make I believe it's going to be a 6-hour class because they need to get their credits. So we'll do custom, 6 hours. And then we're not going to repeat this weekly. This is end date January 25th. We're going to make it January 26th. Alright. Save and add new. So now we're going to add a new session for trichology. And we're going to make it March 9th. January, February. So we got nothing in there. March 9th. That March 9th is going to be a Monday, and it's going to be at 10 a.m. So we're going to come in here in the clock box, hit 10 a.m. and change our custom hours. 6. And we're going to set an end date for the next day because we want to do this one time. Save. And then, alright. We can also change the booking form. Alright, so we're going to come in here, add a session for the last trichology class, which is going to be Monday, April 13th. April 13th, which is a Monday, which means also 10 a.m. And then we're going to change it to 6 hours. So weird. 6 weekly, 7 July, March, April 14th. Save. Alright, so we're going to save this whole thing, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at the website and see if it's been updated. So we're going to come over here to the new classes section, and there's no thing to book right now. So let's refresh. And then what we're going to do is then we're going to come into this, we're going to duplicate this page, and then we're going to go into the edit Wix section. So we can hit that part of the website and make it live. So we're going to click on home, and then in our home section on the top right hand corner of Wix, we have this edit site button. Edit site is going to take us to the Wix editor, and this is where we get to work on the customer experience and how it is it's going to look on mobile and desktop. Now, the one thing I want you guys to know is even though it's 2026, I am using an old version of Wix editor. This is not the new Wix Studio. This is like, I'm just going to call it Wix Basic. And the way that you can tell is that it doesn't really like shift and the buttons are different. We're going to look at some Wix Studio stuff and you'll see how that looks like in a minute. So we're going to come over here into new classes, and we're going to come up into here, see, and we're going to change this upcoming classes book on time, managed services. And then we're going to come into this trichology, which has the I. So we're going to come into here, we're going to show on site. And then we'll close this, and then boom, trichology pops up right there. All right. Beautiful. Monday, Sunday, 6 hours, and then I'm going to show you guys the breakdown of what it is that looks like in a minute. What we want to do is add the other services, and we're going to update this picture using AI because we have a whole bunch of cool new tools to make things look modern and nice. All right, so now that we have that, actually we can edit and manage the services in here. So let's go in here and manage the services since we're already doing that in here. We're in the editor, we don't really need to jump back and forth. Either way, same difference. All right, so we're in here. The next one we want to add is cutting hairstyling trends. Hairstyling trends. Hairstyling trends. Hairstyling trends. I'm gonna come in here. Hair. All right, so what we're gonna do is, since it's not here, we're gonna come in and we're gonna create a brand new service. You guys can see how that works out. And we have appointment, we have class, and we have a hairstyling workshop. So we're gonna put up a class. Over here, it backs us up. So we're gonna do a hairstyling workshop. Students and trends. Continuing education. Secret. Alright, 50 participants max. Fixed price for 125. Entire amount online. Save and continue. Save. Alright. So you can manage resources and rooms. That's pretty cool. You just have to create those. So we're booking. Add sessions. Alright. Hairstyling trends. Night class B staff. January 6th. And this is going to be January 26th. It's going to be Monday. It starts at 10 a.m. Hit up custom. It's going to be 6 hours. Then we're going to set an end date. The next day, and just add other sessions. I understand that, but we'll get into that later. Save. Add a session. So it's January 26th. We have March 8th. Sorry, I heard the alarm go off on a car. Check us. We're in the hood out here. Alright, so 10 a.m. Custom. 6 hours. This is actually on a Sunday. So that So it starts at 20. Save and add new so we can stay in the loop. March 8th, and then April 12th. April 12th, Sunday at noon. For 6 hours. Setting in time. Save. Boom. Alright, so those are the ones we got. We have hairstyling trends. And then we have cutting and styling, natural, curly hair, and then makeup application and lashes. Now, I had to talk to her about this because there's like 2 in one day. I'll see her tomorrow. We'll fix it during our recording, but it's just so you can get the gist of things. All right. Perfect. So we're just going to save that. And then we'll update it in a minute. And that should be live. Filter. Yep, hairstyling trends. Then we're going to look at cutting and styling and makeup application with lashes. So let's look at if there's anything with makeup. Nope, just nail haircut. So we're just going to create a new service. Look at that, makeup classes. All right, so we're going to do a makeup masterclass, and we're gonna change the name over here. Copy and paste that. Makeup lashes. Come back over here. Lashes. Max 50. 125. Keep the locations. I don't care. We'll edit that later. We're gonna add sessions. Save and continue. All right. And there's only gonna be one of those days. That's the main day. It's piss me off, but okay. February 8th. At, because it's a Monday. Starting at 10 a.m. Custom 6 hours. Weekly events. There's the Monday class. Alright, so I'm going to save that for now. So we have that popping up, and we're going to edit that in a minute. This shouldn't be visible. We're going to hide that from the site. Alright, cool. So that's going to be there. And we're going to close this. services. Should see those ones that aren't there now. Let's edit that. See what's going on here. Visible now. Classes. Let's see. Edit this one. Now, come in here. Boom. Alright. Now, fix that. Settings. You just want classes. No. Not any other ones. Display. Account. Perfect. Publish. Come in here. Refresh. Close it. Enter the URL, upcoming classes, book now. And has the dates for visibility slots. And what we need to do is we're going to edit this and make sure that all the availabilities are in here. Okay. So let's do that. Let's come into this, press done, press book. Let's go to settings. Actually, let's close that. Let's go to preview. Let's click to book now. Then let's back to editor. And then we're going to come in here. And we're going to go into settings. And then we're going to play with this booking calendar. Settings. Settings. Okay. Let's manage the services. Close that. Something's not running here. Services page. Settings. So this pops up over here. booking form. All right, so we're also going to go back and we're going to check the booking form is correct. All right, and we're going to go back into that, and then we're going to go into the booking calendar. There we go, finally. All right, cool. So this gives us the layout. Let's look at what this looks like. I like this better. We're going to display, subtitle, custom text, first date with availability, available time slots only. I'm not going to limit the time slots. I'm just going to show all the time slots. And these are video conference. Text. Manage. Now we're going to publish this. Done. I'm going to come into here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to close this. Open it again. I'm going to paste it in. Boom. So it just shows the date that's available. I don't like that. We're going to go get the full calendar in there. All right. So we're going to go back into the Wix editor. Go into settings. Daily. Have this pop up. Center that. And then display. Perfect. Manage. Perfect. Publish. Now I'm going to copy that again. Close it. Open it again. And enter so that we can see the changes that were made. All right, cool. So I like that for now. We'll figure this whole layout so it looks better and it's more popping off and people can see the things and pay attention. But we have the classes and we have the schedule in place. And we're going to go now into Wix on the homepage and look at what we got going on. So we're doing this deep dive looking at Wix and what it has for us. Next thing we want to do is look at stored products. And we want to update the products. All right. And we're looking at all the stored products we got in here. All right, we're going to go into our inbox over here. Look at what Dudley has to offer in terms of new things. And these, we have to change the prices and the packaging change. All right. All right, and we're going to go through that whole thing. So what we've done so far in Wix is look at our classes, add some classes in there, and then we're going to come in here and we're going to review these products. And I'm going to do 2 or 3 products for you guys to check out. And then I'm going to come back into another video so that we can look at how it is that we're going to update all the photos and everything like that, just so we're not kicking it too crazy in this video. So One of the first ones we're going to look at is going to be the bodybuilder, formerly the hair rebuilder. So we got that. We don't got the hair rebuilder right here. Device. We're just going to add the new bottle. So, okay. All right. New name, same great product. All right. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go with the rosemary cleansing milk shampoo. And there's a lot of things you can do with products in here. There's a lot of updates they've done since the previous. So if you haven't been in here, please do check it out. Now, you have the 8 ounce, and we're gonna add additional sizes in here, and then we're gonna go from there. All right. So the rosemary healing conditioner cleansing milk shampoo is the wrong price. The 8 ounce should be $15. What are we selling it at? 20. Okay, $15. All right, and then we're gonna put the cost of goods in there later too, so we can get this whole price thing messed up in here. All right, product options. This is where we're gonna put in different sizes. Choices for this option. You have the 8 ounce, and then we're gonna have the 32 ounce. All right, add. All right, now manage pricing for these options. The 32 ounce is going to be $44. No, 26. So it's going to be an $11 price difference. And then I have to put the shipping weight. I'm going to come in there and I'm going to calculate that for all the different products too. All right, so for the shipping weight, it's going to help us with some other stuff. Subscriptions. All right. Price. And that's it. That's simple. So not too crazy. You add more images in here, and like I said, we're gonna come back in a video now. I'm gonna do the rest of the products in the next video. What we've done so far is look at courses, get a general overview on what it is that we're gonna be promoting for this year, so you guys have an idea. It's cosmetology classes, and we're doing continuing education credits, and we're gonna be working on products. So I hope you found some valuable information here on how to navigate this platform. If you want to talk about strategy on how we're going to be marketing that, stay tuned for that video. And then if you have any ideas, for sure, leave them for me in the comment. I'd love to know if you know about this brand, if you've used these products before, and look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks for checking in, guys. My name is Stevie G. If you don't know who Steve is, go to whoissteve.com and be sure to follow us on our school, which is AI Money Tree. All right. Have a good day.